The following contest is scheduled for one fall, already in the ring. Fighting out of the danger zone, representing Familia, Majiku 2. And her opponent is her withering from Tokyo, Japan. She is the #1 ranked in the AWL Best 4. The mistress of 1,000 holds, Akira Merune.
Good evening, wrestling fans from the world-famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan, as we are getting a look at the AWL Best 4. Our #1 ranked Akira Merune facing off against Majiku 2, fighting out of the Danger Zone. This is AWL Hontai from the world-famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan. We are in the second half of Season 25. Bang the gong, the match is on. As Majiku coming flying out of the gate, she is in a terrible position at the bottom of the Hontai rankings in the Joshi division. While we still have a Joshi division, and a Danchi division for that matter, titles unified at Champions Week, the Grand Championship and Joshi Championship to be unified at AWL 500 in Tokyo Dome. We're in negotiations to make that work. Takedown. No. Springboard does not connect. Misjudge, and that's kind of why she's at the bottom of the rankings. Specifically, she enters this match with a career record of 12 wins, 27 losses for a ratio of -15. In order to get, she would have to basically win out the rest of the season. She'd have to get to -5, which is where Yamada Hashira is at the moment, and she is currently the lowest ranked woman who is safe from the danger zone. In order to avoid the career-threatening Bottomania, what the hell was that? She wasn't even in the ring. Majiku 2 throwing every ounce of her body weight into every attack, but it is not working. Just missed time, taking her eye off the opponent. Didn't realize that Merune was out of the ring at that point. And that's the veteran status of a Day 1 Joshi Division wrestler like Akira Merune, who currently has the 4th highest and 2nd highest in the Joshi Division win-loss ratio of the entire AWL Hontai roster. Akira Merune currently at 78 wins, 42 losses, the ultimate answer to life, the universe, and everything, for a ratio of +36. She will probably be in the Natsutaikai until the day she retires. Big boots, right to the mask. Was any disrespect to the Lucha Libre heritage meant there? I don't know. I would have to say I wouldn't think so, because Akira Merune, for all of her, how do I put this nicely, prickishness, is a student of the game. She loves professional wrestling. She's mastered over 1,000 holds. What she's going for here, she goes for a single leg takedown. A lot of opponents would have gone for the waistlock takedown of the spear, but no, or the double leg, but she goes for the single, thinking that more efficient. No preview of the upcoming card, because we have 2 massive events that are going to be affecting all of the Animated Wrestling League, and we're going to be announcing those as we go throughout the evening tonight. Our main event is still to be determined. The outcomes of matches coming throughout the evening will determine what is our main event. As much as I'm allowed to say right now, cover for the 1, and only some tenacity from Majiku 2 is kicking out of that one. Just under 7 minutes left in the 10-minute time limit of this match. Over the top, down to the floor. Oh, and a sliding tope. Baseball slide tope splash, you might as well call that. And finally, one of these quick-fire athletic maneuvers of Majiku 2 actually connects. Trying to roll back into the ring, going up to the top rope. Majiku 2 with an opportunity here, and goes to the axe handle and connects. Nothing fancy. Maybe she's learning. Maybe she's figuring it out for the bun. And the one and only. Both women have traded 1 counts at this point in the match. Majiku unable to capitalize, but hits the drop kick, taking her numeric and technical superior off her feet. What is she thinking here? Collar and elbow tie up. Oh! Leaping DDT. Might have gone for that cravat hold, but did not bother. Just went straight for the DDT. Now from the red rope, the Hinamaru Meteora! And like I said, a Riho-like use of every ounce of the body weight in every attack. She knows she's at a size disadvantage here, so she has to make what weight she has work for her. Belly to belly, rejected. Some well-placed strikes by Majiku 2, the next generation of the Warriors of Light. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Going up to the top rope, going up to the red rope. This is not good. Oh, no, she is going all the way up. We've seen this before. It's very dangerous. Ultimate Endless Light! The avalanche version of the family finisher. 1, 2, and it pulls the upset. Massive upset. The worst woman on the roster just beat the second best.
Here is Yamada, Majiku 2!
Hang on a second. I'm being told we have some kind of an update here. Majiku 2 is in the best 4, and Akira Merune has been dropped by 2 ranks. She still outranks Majiku 2, but oh my god, a massive upset. And now we have a bit of an announcement with the coming of the War Games faction survival match. The AWL commissioner has opened the AWL Dojo to the public, possibly for the first time ever, for a cross-branch Dojo Advantage series. Yokai Butai versus the Monster Union.
The following contest is a Dojo Advantage Series match. Scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from Kishiginamori, representing Yokai Butai, accompanied by the great and devious Ultra Mantis Black. He is the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4. Shiroke Kitsune.
2 out of 3 falls. The winning team will have the advantage in the faction survival cage match. Staggered entrances. One wrestler from each team will begin. After 2 minutes, wrestlers from the other team will enter. First pinfall or submission once everyone's in the cage. And your name survives.
Making her way to the ring from Transylvania, representing Monster Union,
This is the practice arena of the AWL Dojo. We have allowed members of the public, in addition to AWL staff and crew, to attend this match. That is how important this is, but with Yokai Butai and the Monster Union on opposite branches of the league, this is the only way this match can legally happen under the AWL rulebook. These will be standard issue AWL rules matches, and we have our dojo trainee referee, actually a veteran referee of the league. That is Babaganoush Shintaro, who is a member of the Japanese branch of the famous Babaganoush wrestling family. He was a referee in the AWL at one point on the main roster, but he chose to come down and help train the future of the league, and we're very happy to have him here. AWL Dojo head trainer, the original AWL Dragon, the first ever AWL champion, now heads this dojo. Springboard off of the ropes. We've seen the dojo before when we've had graduation matches. I've been told that we're on the precipice of another one of those. They don't happen very often, but when they do, that means somebody gets to advance to the main roster if they're able to pull up a win. These Dojo Advantage Series contests will be 10-minute time limit AWL rules, and a huge, I'm pretty sure that's still going to be a fine for the headbutt. Hope none of the students are watching that. You're not allowed to do that here. Irish whip into the corner. Ultramantis Black watching on. He was the one who placed the venomous vial, Serpent of the Nile Ophidian, in the sarcophagus, removing him from the material plane. And now he is looking to bring, how do I say this, his lost yokai brethren under the banner of the Yokai Butai, the Spirit Force. Monster Union, of course, Hibitsukai now taking the lead position. Now the third official leader of the Monster Union wants to keep the Union flag flying. However, they realize, the Monster Union does, that they are rudderless. They need a leader. They need a guide. They need a mentor. And Ultramantis Black, through the crucible of combat, proved himself superior to Ophidian. Looking possibly for the... Nope. The Lycanthra Bomb not coming up here, but the massive Cat Power Slam by the White-Furred Fox, Shuriken Kitsune. Might have been going for the QB Nejire, but denied by Wild Thing. The two furious furries fighting for power, fighting for advantage. We shall see. Now, in the event of a time limit draw, we could go to a fourth match here. It is meant to be 2 out of 3. But in the event of a time limit draw, because there's 4 members of each team, we could go to a fourth match. We don't know who's going to be in the matches until they're announced. If a third match is necessary, that is planned to be our main event. Alternatively, we have a match from the next thing we're going to be announcing, and this time, the deadly headbutt. And I am not happy with that outcome. It does connect, and it does result in the victory.
Here is your winner, Wild Thing. The score is 1-0 to the Monster Union.
Referee wisely getting the hell out of dodge there. Don't blame him. Yokai Butai now in a must-win position. Alright, next major announcement. The Tag Team Reset Tournament. Top 8 teams from Hontai and Strong and Free will be involved. This is the lineup for AWL Hontai. Go back and freeze frame that if you need to see it. We'll go over the rules separately once we get into our first Tag Team Reset Tournament first round match. First round's standard AWL rules.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for 1 fall in the Tag Team Reset Tournament. Introducing first into their ring from the Unified School of the Tiger Style, 2/3 of the 2025 Kings of Trios, Tiger Moss 2 and the reigning Anime Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion, Tiger Moss 3, the Golden Tiger.
With the tag team titles unified, it is time to find a new set of AWL Best 4, and our commissioner, he loves a good tournament. Hopefully this will be a good one.
And their opponent, introducing first, making her victory from the front office, sponsored by the Black Tiger Dojo, the OL Saigon J, Yamada, Akira.
The winners of the 4 first-round matches, actually the 8 first-round matches, 4 will be here on AWL Hontai, 4 on AWL Strong and Free. They will advance to a 4-way elimination match that had become a staple of the AWL tag team divisions, well now division, singular. And the 2 winners of those matches will advance to the Forge, where we usually hold the Forge the Forge tournament. That will determine our number 1 and number 2 rank in the AWL Best 4.
And her tag team partner, taking his way to the ring from the back office, Yamada, Kyoudai, because they are Yamada, Kyoudai.
The number 3 and number 4 ranks will be determined by win-loss ratio. So you need to not only win your tournament matches, let's get as far in the tournament as you can, you want to be winning tag team matches outside of the tournament as well, because that all feeds into your win-loss record in the tag team division. So we've got a classic Danshi tag team versus one of the few intergender tag teams that we have in the Animated Wrestling League. Bang the gong, the match is on. Huracan Rana to start us off. The Golden Tigers, 2-0, undefeated in tag team action this season. Tigers feint lariat does connect. Not sure he got all of it. But the next generation, Tiger Mask 3, the reigning Intercontinental Champion, defeated Athena Jane at the Supercard. AWL Champions Week going up to the top rope. In more intergender action, huge splash. No, that was a splash, not a headbutt. So no fine there. 1, 2. And a kick out very quickly there by Yamada Hashira, the younger sister of Yamada Jiro. This is a sibling tag team versus a teacher and student tag team, Sensei Seto. So two very different relationships on the line here, or on display here, I should say, as the master of the wild style of the Tiger School, showing what he can do. Equal rights and equal fights in the Animated Wrestling League. Somehow Yamada Hashira able to hold on there, but not the second time. And Zagiri taking the match to the outside. Now you can advance to the four-way eliminator via ring out. I can't imagine the Golden Tigers are going to want that, and they do send Yamada Hashira right back into the ring. Hashira, a fairly well-trained, well-versed, I would say, Joshi wrestler in that very Japanese style. And of course, most of what we think of women's wrestling owes itself to Joshi historically. Golden Tiger style on display. Beautiful! Picture-perfect missile drop kick as the tag is made to the man who once called himself the last Japanese man, now the kicked downstairs office boy. Lifetime employment not looking that good for you anymore, is it, buddy boy? The hostile takeover by the Yakuza of Zaidan J, the Japan Foundation, that nationalist asshole group. I mean, I wouldn't say getting mixed up with the Yakuza was any kind of an advantage, but an upgrade, but yeah, could be considered. Yamada Hashira, I mentioned earlier, at a win-loss ratio of -5. She could use a few wins to make sure she stays safe from Botsumania. Yamada Jiro, on the other hand, also pretty close to the bubble there. A loss tonight would tie him with Ikementaro at -13. We haven't seen Ikementaro since he was basically put on the shelf by William Styles, the new All Elite Wrestling International champion. Looking for something here. Looks. Oh, Tiger Breaker! Vintage Tiger Mask 2, dare I say it. 1, 2. Oh, a belt and suspender strategy. A kick out and a shove off by Yamada Hashira. Catch the leg. Lariat! Oh! Don't call it a Western Lariat, because that was something made by a gaijin. Right hand, kicks the midsection, looking for the original, I think, the Tiger Bomb. Yes! Tiger Bomb! 1, 2, 3. Shuryo.
Here are your winners, the Golden Tiger.
And with that, we have our first of 4 entries in the Hontai Eliminator in the Tag Team Reset Tournament. We return now to the AWL Dojo for the second of our Advantage Series bouts. The Great Tanuki must win to force a third match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall in the Dojo Advantage Series. Introducing first, making his way to the ring, from Tishiginamori, representing Yokai Hontai, accompanied by the great and devious Ultramantis Black. He is in a must-win position, the great Tanuki.
It was the great and devious one who challenged the remains of Monster Union, the now leaderless, rudderless Monster Union, to a faction survival match. Ibitsky came back and said, "We agree, but we want war games." And that led to this Dojo Advantage series because one of the teams has got to have an advantage, and we don't want to leave it to anything as arbitrary and random as coin flip. In professional wrestling, power should be earned through victory.
And his opponent, making her way to the ring from the realm of the yokai, representing Monster Union, Neko Musume.
The great Tanuki enters this match with a record of 35 and 28 for a ratio of +7. Meanwhile, over in AWL Strong and Free, Neko Musume, if I can find her here, very close to, or actually she's in the danger zone this time. She is currently in the danger zone, 37-59, so it is +7 for the Yokai Butai versus -22 for the Monster Union. You gotta think that a lot of that was through bad leadership, either from the manipulator, the first leader of the Monster Union, or through Obsidian, who is more interested in his own advancement and his own power than in helping the wrestlers under his control and influence. Viva Monster Union, Gambare, Yokai Butai, bang the gong, the match is on, and a huge forearm strike, almost a European uppercut, to take down the cat girl, the cat daughter. That's a literal translation of Neko Musume, a spirit of Japanese yokai, versus the great Tanuki. Tanuki getting taken down as well. Looking for the kick away? No, looking for the knee DT. Great Tanuki, the practitioner of sneaky style. And of course that Tanuki Kakure no Jutsu, named after a real ninjutsu technique of shifting the levels and counting on the fact nobody ever looks up from more than about a 45-degree angle to be stealthy and attack from your opponent's weak spot. Of course, Neko Musume, she's the mistress of the catatonic. And of course, has picked up a few other good moves as well. The perfect landing. She can hit that from almost any angle. And of course, that feline agility versus the Tanuki's climbing ability, the animal spirits on the loose here in the animated wrestling double. Huge spine buster, spine on the vine. Of the cheapest ring we have in this company, to be honest. Collar and elbow tie-up right here in the AWL Dojo. Neither of these two wrestlers are Dojo graduates, I would point out. The great Tanuki, scouted by Ultramantis Black for the Yokai Butai, and Neko Musume summoned, essentially, by the manipulator for the Monster Union. This may be the first time either of them have actually set foot in the dojo. Springboard, up, and to Harris Bulldog, or Bullcat. Neko Musume saying, get up, you filthy garbage scour. Scavenger, you filthy scavenger. That's what that actually was, sorry. Stepped right all over the joke there, and I don't want to do it second take. Another clothesline by the great Tanuki with the Tanuki claw hold. That vicious nasty, natural built-in weapons that Nekomusume all that familiar with her claws as well. These two, imagine getting these two on the same page, on the same faction, whether it be the Yokai Butai, whether it be the Monster Union, whichever banner survives, whichever sigil withstands the onslaught of the cage. That is, well, hang on, cover here. The possibilities are endless. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. It is evened up. Great Tanuki saving the day for the Yokai Butai.
The great Tanuki. The score is tied 1-1. There shall be a third match.
And that means we have a main event, and it will be right here in the dojo. Now technically demoted to the semi-final, we are continuing the Tag Team Reset Tournament. Seriously? Fire that guy?
The following Tag Team contest is scheduled for one fall in the Tag Team Reset Tournament. Introducing first, making their winning from the Unified School of the Tiger Style, Shi Taigari. And the Natsutaikai Issei Nijugonen Yushosha Spring Tiger. Together they are Spring Dorime.
We already know one representative team of the Unified School of the Tiger Style will be advancing into the four-way elimination match that is the second round of the Tag Team Reset Tournament. Will the female portion of the dojo, or at least part of it, the official members, be joining them? We will find out in just a few minutes, but they're going to have to overcome some of the toughest competition in the Animated Wrestling League in order to do so. And there is some hot, burning anger right now with that woman right there and a massive screw-up by the referee. We'll talk about that in a second.
And their opponents, introducing first, being accompanied by the Animated Wrestling League Yoshi champion, Black Tiger Queen, fighting out of the Black Tiger Dojo, Black Tiger Justice.
Spring Tiger was pinned at Champions Week by that woman in the back there, the Joshi champion, Black Tiger Queen. However, after the 2 counts, Spring Tiger was able to get her hands on the bottom rope. Now that should have forced a rope break. However, that should have invalidated the pin. The match should have continued. However, the referee, Hana Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, who is the official in this match as well, didn't see it and slapped the mat for the third and fatal time. Anyway, as a result, 16 successful title defenses for Black Tiger Queen. Now, in the AWL system, the referee's decision is final and sacrosanct. It cannot be overturned by anybody, up to and including the commissioner, even when it's wrong. However, Black Tiger Queen has not shut up backstage about how fast she beat, quote-unquote, Spring Tiger. Load of crap.
And his tag team partner, also fighting out the Black Tiger Dojo, he is Issei Nijugonen no Shogatsu Taikai Yushosha Giant Tiger.
He will hold that belt for about another month or so until we have our Oshogatsu Taikai 2026 Nisen Niju Rokunen. And due to schedule slippage, and admittedly that's me starting a new job in real life, that has, shall we say, variable hours. No, I'm not a sex worker. What are you talking about? Anyway, due to schedule slippage, that tournament is going to have to take place during the regular season. It will be separate from the regular season. But January, the Oshogatsu Taikai will be coming to you from the Animated Wrestling League, so make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss the most prestigious tournament of the Danshi division. And it has been announced that the New Year's tournament will remain a men's tournament, the summer tournament will remain a women's tournament, and when we bring back King of Trios for 2026, that will be our intergender tournament. Yeah, whatever. Bang the gong, the match is on, 15 minutes on the clock, and going for a power bomb immediately. Spring Tiger, who was a part of training Black Tiger Justice, BTJ along with Tiger 3, the first graduates of the Unified School of the Tiger Style Dojo. Second generation, only one person in that generation, and it is this woman, Sheen Tiger Dream, as the tag is made. Double Irish Whip. Vertical relationship here goes into the double flapjack. And a nice Tiger Salt off of the red rope for a one and only. In the event, by the way, of a time limit draw, neither team would advance eliminator match and become a three-way eliminator. And keep in mind that wins and losses matter in this tournament more than any other, because if you don't win the tournament or make it to the finals, your chance to be in the best four for the tag team division, well, that's going to be based on your win-loss record. Right now, the Black Tigers 1-1. They are at ±0. Spring Dream 2-1. They are at +1. So a draw here would put them out of the tournament. And frankly, I don't think they'd have a huge chance of getting into the best four numerically, but it would be a possibility. Single leg crab does not get the submission victory, and this early in the match, that's more about injuring your opponent, more about weakening them than actually getting the submission, but you never know, you might get lucky. A lot of techniques in wrestling, whether it be early covers or early submission attempts, are very much a, hey, it might work type of attitude. You know it probably won't. If it does, great. If it doesn't, you've accomplished something else that will get you closer to actual victory. And that's just what we're seeing right here. Cover of opportunity, knowing we're not going to get a 3 count or even a 2 there, but forcing Black Tiger Justice to kick out, to push Spring Tiger off of him, and to get his own shoulder up. Takes a lot of energy out of you, more than you might think. Get one of your friends to give you a lateral press with a hook of the leg and try to push them off. It's not that easy. Tag made on both sides. Oh! And this is where the mismatch element comes in. Giant Tiger living up to his name in every dimension. The executioner of the Black Tiger Dojo, responsible for ending the careers of both Knights Tiger and Black Tigress. Once they lost their masks, became faceless, were no longer useful. Springboard dropkick, and that is how you compensate for a height difference. Boom, baby. Technique over power. Handstand into the knee collapse. Over the top rope comes Giant Tiger. Great evasion by Sheen Tiger Dream. And of course, it doesn't matter how big you are, that triple moonsault combination of her. Wait a minute. How is she strong enough to do this? Hat trick suplex, subtype German. The leverage, the physics, the science of it all. As it is broken up by Black Tiger Justice, Black Tiger Queen watching on. Notice how Black Tiger Queen very smartly keeps a 20 by 20 foot ring between her and Spring Tiger. Spring Tiger feels she was cheated. It was an error by the referee, that is undeniable, but unfortunately, we're stuck with it. Spring Tiger currently out of the AWL Best 4 in terms of the singles division. Another opportunity may be coming in the future. starting in the next couple of weeks, once we get some of these tournament matches out of the way, we are going to be blistering through the AWL Best 4 for the Joshi division on our way to AWL 500 in Tokyo Dome, where the Grand Championship and the AWL Joshi Championships will be unified. 1, 2, kick out. Our unified Joshi and Danshi, our unified world tag team champions, the timeless love bomb of all elite wrestling. Winners of this tournament will get
5 minutes past.
Winners of this tournament will get the first title shot, and that could happen as late as the Dome itself. It could happen between now and then. We don't know. Schedule still to be revealed for the rest of the AWL season. Right hand, back elbow. Both teams fighting for victory. So much history. The Black Tigers won the Tigers' War. Claimed every single belt in the league! 1, 2... took AWL Hontai, took this sacred AWL arena, and graffitied over it, creating BTW, Black Tiger Wrestling, garbage in, garbage out. But eventually, we were able to stop them. We were able to take those titles back, to the point the only traditional championship that they still hold is the Joshi title. And the only tournament championship they hold is Giant Tiger's New Year's Tournament Victory Signifier Belt, Mark of Victory belt, you might say. The Yushosha, the Victor belt. And these two know she's going to try and do it on her own. I think this might be a mistake, and it is. Giant Tiger easily able to fight his way out of that. Looking for the Tiger suplex hold. She's got the lower position, and in suplexes, that can actually be an advantage. We're looking for that 360 elbow, and no, the knees were... she got some of it. I don't think she got all of it. 1, 2, an attempt at raising the knees, but it was at the wrong angle. But still enough to deflect just enough of the blow. Just enough of the blow to get Giant Tiger the chance to kick out at 2.87. I said 8, not 6. And face first. Over and elbow tie up, no, and odds of the strike there. 7 minutes remaining. Again, if this goes to a draw, both teams are out. I don't want to see that, neither do you. Irish whip into the wrong corner. He's got to get her out of there. Wrestling in tag team matches, gained territory. Uh-oh. Choke! Oh, Jesus H. Christ! What? Oh, God. Spring Tiger. That has got to be an injury. How is she standing? How is she moving? Oh, no. Oh! Taking it in both directions on that spine. No! She can't possibly. Yes, she can! Original Tiger Bomb! 1, 2, 3! They're out! The Black Tigers are out! No chance for the tag team titles! I'm just talking all over the announcer tonight. And I'm beyond caring at this point. Spring Dream, I don't know. Spring Tiger, we got to get her to Dr. Marcus Feelgood and the AWL medical staff. Because she has got to be that... I mean, granted, the people who have been killed by that choke breaker were in a much weakened position, but she's got to be hurt. We got to check in on this. Main event time. This one will decide the advantage in faction survival.
The following contest is your main event of the evening. It's scheduled for one fall, and it is the deciding match in the Dojo Advantage Series. Introducing first, being accompanied by the great and devious Ultramantis Black. Coming out of Shinomori, representing Yokai Butai, the Emerald Dragon.
Now, Emerald Dragon, unlike the other members of this faction, either of these factions, is an AWL Dojo graduate. Before he was given that amulet of transmogrification by the great and devious Ultramantis Black, he was Wyvern, the Dojo trainee that our head trainer, the original AWL Dragon, chose to carry on his sigil, a sigil he still wears, both on his tights and on the pauldrons, as the Emerald Dragon. And you can see him there mouthing it. It sounds like it's good to be home. Back where it all began for the Emerald Dragon and this match between two former AWL Grand Champions.
And his opponent, rising out of the sands of time, accompanied by the Serpent Wing sensation Heditsukai, representing Monster Union, King Akira.
While they are both former AWL Grand Champions, the numbers not in the favor of King Akira. 102 matches in the AWL, 50 wins, 52 losses, ratio of -2. Emerald Dragon, on the very other hand, 164 matches in the league, 94 wins, 70 losses, ratio of +24. So this should be Emerald Dragon on the numbers, but as we've seen, numbers don't always tell the story when all it takes is 3 seconds to change your life. And in this case, 3 seconds that could bring the faction to an end. Bang the gong, the match is on. In the event of a 10-minute time limit draw, we will have a match between Heditsukai and the great and devious Ultramantis Black next week that will determine the advantage and will be contested under rules for there must be a winner, no time limit. And a nasty kick by Ultramantis' prized pupil at the moment. Of course, we've all seen what he's been doing over in Power Pro Lucha, the return of Delirious, the rise of the Spectral Envoy, the resurrection, potentially, of Nazmaldun, the Lord of Rot. But here in the AWL, Ultramantis, dedicated to a different faction, different organization, nasty spin kick. Lariato, good takedown. Now this is not going to be a particularly technical match, I don't think. We're not going to see too many complicated submission holds. We're going to see two very large creatures beating the living piss out of each other. King Akira going for the splash. Yes! Gets it, doesn't even try to cover. Whether he realized his opponent was too close to the ropes or he wasn't weakened enough. Oh no, that one too many times. Goes to the well one too many times. Emerald Dragon back up, but not doing anything to the Mad Mute Mummy. And Hurricane Rana! The Hurricane Rana, long a staple of the Dragon style. Coming up, Sky Star Press! A twisting Dragon Star Press from the top rope down to the arena, the Serpentine Stretch! He's no River Dragon, but an interesting maneuver there. Emerald Dragon, you will believe a dragon can fly. Hey, Beat Sky watching on. He's got to be careful not to get his mummied man disqualified. That would give the advantage to Yokai Butai. If you've ever seen a double ring cage match, which is essentially what a faction survival match is going to be, whether you call it War Games, whether you call it Blood and Guts, whether you call it Rage in the Cage, whether you call it, as we do, Faction Survival. And wait a minute. Pyramid Bomb on the outside, on the tatami mat. Now, if you've never actually felt a tatami mat, all those individual fibers, it's very comfortable, very soft to sleep on. I've slept on them for many years. But these will scrape you like sandpaper if you rub your skin against them for too long. And looking, a variation of the touch of Anubis. 1, 2, Ultramantis screaming that it's not over yet. And I think he realizes if his team doesn't have the advantage, Yokai Butai might be in trouble. His plan was to defeat his longtime hated rival, the venomous vile serpent of the Nile. 1, 2, and take everything that belongs to him. Classic leg drop, and they're just squaring up. We got some Tokon action here. Both men, neither gonna back down. Both planting the feet. Dragon takes a back step, steps right back to the Mad Mute Mummy. Nasty looking chop there. Right hands and lefts. Both entities, neither of them really human. Both entities tiring now. And just saying, what the hell? No more of this turn taken, proving your masculinity bullshit. We're just going to beat the shit out of each other. Spaghetti legs for the mummy. King Akira in trouble. Perfect drop kick. Could have gotten the, well, okay, maybe not perfect. Could have gotten the legs together a little bit. I don't think that was the difference, but still 2.5. Kick to the midsection. Dragon drop, number 1. His original sensei's first finishing maneuver, but this is his finishing move. Snapdragon, the Snapdragon for the 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Hell of a series for both teams.
Here is your winner, earning the advantage for Yokai Butai, the Emerald Dragon.
Emerald Dragon winning the main event, possibly saving his faction. And if you've never seen an Emerald Dragon victory, well, get ready. Next week, the Tag Team Reset Tournament continues, and we're on the road to War Games. So thank you for watching tonight. Korede, Kimarida.